Hello, my super kids. You have homemade polished today. You will be looking at the meaning and what this polished is used for and how is it applied on furniture and how to make this homemade polished. Sit back, relax. Learning is fun. So, kids, what is homemade polished? When we say homemade, it's something someone have in his home rather than in store or factory. It simply means what somebody prepared locally and it is used for cleaning the household articles and equipment. So homemade polished are polish made with local material and used for cleaning furniture at home. They are to clean your furniture without harmful ingredients. So, item used in making homemade polished. We have those items. One, you have the candlestick, the pieces of bar soap, bottle of oil, stove, knife, and a pieces of wood. All these materials are needed in making of homemade polished. When these materials are set, the next step is to look at the various steps involved in making homemade polished. Step involved in making homemade polished. Kids, remember, if you are to involve in this practical, you need an adult supervision. Don't do this alone at home. And it is good for you to be supervised by an adult. So let's say the various steps. Step 1, strain the candle and the bar soap. After you have strained the candle and the bar soap, the next step is to do what? Bleach your palm oil, or if you have your vegetable oil available. So after the step, you add the strained candle and also stir with a pieces of wood. After you have placed your shielded candle, you need to stir it in order for you to have the good mixture. Add the strained bar soap and mint. So you heat it all together and cool the mixture and add the kerosene to prevent fire accidents. Stir with a pieces of wood to mix. We said we need a pieces of wood. The next step, turn the polished into empty tin or container and allow to cool and get hard. So remember, we are making homemade polished. So after you have turned oil into a container, it will definitely cool down, and now we have our polished. Uses of homemade polished. Before you can use this polished, the following steps should be followed. Our polished is used on the furniture. Number 1, clean the surface to be polished thoroughly and ensure that it is dried. Before you can apply your polish on any furniture, you need to clean the surface. If there's water, it will not look neat and beautiful. So you need to clean the surface so that it will be dried. Step 2. Apply homemade polish on surface with a piece of cloth or duster. So when you use a piece of cloth or duster, you can see the beauty in it so that it won't look rough. Rub onto the surface with a piece of cloth. You rub gently on the surface with the pieces of cloth to bring out the beauty and to make it clean. Polished surface properly with another duster or brush. So you need to use 2 cloths. The shine on the polished surface depends on how thoroughly the polish is rubbed. So don't just apply it like that and leave it. No, you must rub it very well. Tips to take care of your wooden furniture like chair, table, stool, shelf, cupboard, dressing mirror, clothes pose, and wardrobe. All this furniture needs proper care so that they will look beautiful and neat. It is advisable for us to protect our furniture from damage by water. So you need to apply the polished very well so that to preserve it and keep it safe, and it will also stay longer. So these tips: number 1, before you can polish your furniture, you have to dust. Make sure that there is no dust on the furniture and apply your polish. Apply your polish gently in a way to bring out the beauty, and allow it to dry. When I say dry, make sure you polished it very well so that it will be shiny and it can also bring out the beauty. Lastly, wooden care tip. We have said it before. It is how you take care of your furniture. That's how it will stay long. So make sure that your furniture are properly taken care of to avoid damage. So, kids, you have learned a lot. Homemade polished and how homemade polished can be made, and the material used in making this homemade polished, and how furniture is being taken care of. Kids, this will be the end of the topic. Next class, we'll be looking at homemade cleaning agents. Bye.